Blackwater Elite ready to face Barangay Ginebra San Miguel. Gonna be a chance for one of these teams to unlock the deadlock. Greg Slaughter. And the white shirts of Barangay Ginebra ang nakakuha ng unang possession natin sa larong ito. You were looking at the statistics between the two teams, Eric, earlier. May mga napansin ka, particularly with regard to parang opposite itong dalawang team na ito. Baka kontrapelo mangyari rito.
Yes, and then of course itong Blackwater, ang sumasalpa talaga sa kanila sa bawat laro ay yung kanilang pensa. They've been doing very well. They really will take shots. Samantalang itong Barangay Ginebra naman na maaasahan mo, lalong-lalo na sa kanilang defense. It's a typical thing for most yung mga teams ni Coach Steve Cohn na-experience mo nga. He really puts premium on defense, especially and on rebounding.
JP Era had to pass it out to Rail Cervantes. Mintis ang 3-point attempt and Japet Aguilar skying high para sa rebound na yun. Japet having a solid conference so far, very aggressive. Ganda ng role niya, especially defensively kontra sa mga mas malalaking imports. Rick, ganda ng pinakikita niya.
Ang maganda kasi kay Japet, he can guard the perimeter. Most of these imports, like the MG Red, they can really burn you from the perimeter. You don't want Greg Slaughter to extend out.
First shot of the game, the three-pointer brought to us by Oppo F1. Selfie expert by LA Tenorio. Ang ganda ng setup ni Mark Aguiwa. Nice pass to the corner.
Well, gustong bumawi dito ni LA Tenorio because nag-struggle nga sila in the previous game. Alam naman niya na critical. And we've seen it already this conference, yung mga game winners ni LA Tenorio.
That's a miss from Carlo Lastimosa. Siya ang leading scorer para sa Blackwater Elite. Pero yung production, if you look at it from the first game going down, pababa na pababa and the shooting percentage as well. So Carlo Lastimosa, nabasa na rin ang kalaban na pinagahandaan na rin siya every game. So you have to work doubly hard to get the shot.
Well, he's the #1 gunner. Dito sa component ng Blackwater. So every single team will try to break him down offensively on how they can prevent these players from exploding any single night.
Otheus Jeffers naghahanap ng contact. No call, and on the rebound, lipad si Rail Cervantes out of the playing court. Bakit? Natulak pala ni Japet.
That's good positioning there by Rail Cervantes. If you look at the ceiling of both teams, akala mo, Charlie, sobrang lalaki ng Barangay Ginebra, but itong team ng Blackwater hindi rin nalalayo. Especially you have MG Red there, and you have JP Eram also na hindi naman din nalalayo. Of course, nakakasakit pa rin si Greg Slaughter.
Nice block mula kay Japet Aguilar on MJ Red, pero yung mga nakapula pa rin ang may possession. MJ Red, pirouetting in the lane. Sabi ng ref, bawal yan, traveling.
See, that's the beauty of it when you have Greg and Japet at the same time. You can really expect the help coming from Greg, and at the same time, ito naman si Japet, kayang-kaya niya mag-slide to really defend the imports very well.
Rick, naalala natin ng first two games ng Barangay Ginebra, di masyado maganda kanila pinakita, resulting in losses, and people were questioning yung source of import nila. Bakit maliit ang kinuha? We know the logic behind that dahil nga merong may dalawang higante. And slowly but surely, they've been getting that chemistry together.
Yes, and there's always a mismatch going on because ang tanong dito, Charlie, who's gonna guard Oppo Jeffers? You cannot have MG Red, take him off the dribble because there's going to be a quickness advantage on Oppo Jeffers here.
Pass goes to Eram, tipped away by Japet Aguilar. Yung mga kamay ni Aguilar, malikot sa larong ito, parang yung tabig sa bola.
He's got good length, Charlie, and that's his advantage.
Ball is with Jeffers. 12 to shoot para sa Barangay Ginebra. Kagiwa jumped inside the three-point line. It bounces long. Nakuha na ni Mike Cortez. Up ahead to Carlo Lastimosa. Sees all white shirts in front of him. Binalik muna. Mike on the move. Basket para kay Cortez. First 2 points ng Elite.
Well, nagkaroon doon ng nagkabuhol-buhol doon because of course yung transition defense dito ng Barangay Ginebra, they had to cover Carlo Lastimosa, which left Mike Cortez wide open for that floater.
Greg Slaughter atop the three-point line. They'd be very comfortable kung dyan lang siya palagi. Itong Blackwater. Pagiwa goes to Tenorio. Tenorio. Sa kanto naman pumunta. Jeffers. Mintis and tres. And you were talking about Oppo Jeffers, despite being about 6'2", 6'3", not really having an accurate three-point shot.
Yes. As a whole, Ginebra would definitely go for the higher percentage shot because basically ganun yung setup ng triangle offense, coming off screens, coming off cuts. So paminsan-minsan meron din naman silang mga tira na from the three-point land, Charlie, but most of the time, they would rather go for those higher percentage shots, which is like 15 to 18 feet away.
And naman ang quick hands itong Barangay Ginebra, forcing another Blackwater turnover. Nakakuha na ng position si Greg Slaughter. And you know, JP Aram is a pretty big fellow, Eric. Pero parang wala siya ron sa harapan ni Greg Slaughter.
Well, the biggest mistake there is you allow the 7-footer to get the ball in the middle of the lane. There's nothing really much we can do. Except, of course, you have to stay high side to prevent him from just getting it easy in the shaded area.
Hook shot ni Real Cervantes. Hindi pumasok pero traveling na pala ang tinawag sa kanya even before he attempted. So another turnover. Ang aga pa natin. Wala pang 5 minutes, Eric. Nakakailang turnover na itong Blackwater. And that is gonna be a problem.
Charlie, you know, nabanggit ko sa iyo yung this is 4 turnovers already by Blackwater, and I would attribute that to a great defensive job by Ginebra.
We find Jeffers once again. Inilapit. Double cane. Greg Slaughter from outside. This time, ito si Greg Slaughter. Ang hirap talagang bantayan eh. Galing na nga sa loob, pero meron pang perimeter jumper. How do you stop a giant man like that?
Well, you know, that offense is definitely built around the no-post game, and at the same time, they have that option to take it from the perimeter.
Coach Leo can sense that this isn't the same Blackwater group of men that actually faced Barangay Ginebra many conferences back. According to him, one game changed it all, their mindset. Now they know that they can actually compete against Barangay Ginebra. They remember that game in Pampanga where they almost won in overtime. Although here in the first quarter, there's a lot of turnovers. Coach Leo just reminded them of how to stay competitive. They could be making a lot of mistakes, but it is still early in the ball game and they could still catch up. Gentlemen.
Thanks a lot, Riza Diaz at courtside. At yun na, ganda ng defensive stance na ginawa ng Blackwater. However, that's a miss. And here they come again. Jeffers, fake pass. Basket, masyado malakas. Kagiwa regains control. Jumper is in and out. And finally, nakuha na ulit ng Blackwater ang bola.
2 jumpers by Mark Kagiwa, you know, both rimming out, and they were wide open jumpers. But that's still a dangerous sign because you don't want Mark to really get going.
Pero tama sinabi ni Riza na Leo Isaac really has whipped up this squad into a competitive one. Na nakuha pa lang sila sa mga laro early, their first conference a year ago when they first debuted sa PBA. Parang lagi sila naiiwanan, hindi sila nakakahabol. But now, lumalaban na sila game in and game out. That's a 3-point shot from Carlo Leftimosa brought to us by Oppo F1, selfie expert.
And to add to what Riza said, it's all about confidence. You know, in the big leagues, kung wala kang kumpiyansa, that's going to be a big problem for you. That's why this team's really winning because of that confidence.
From Steph Curry range, ang tinira ni LA Tenorio, that was about 4 steps behind the 3-point line. Pangalawang 3-pointer na ni Tenorio. And, you know, I'm sure he assessed his performance kontra sa Alaska Aces last time. Nakita na yung stats as we showed at the pregame. And, yun na, gusto nga bumawi rito, kitang-kita.
Well, you know, makita mo na may gigil itong si LA ngayon kasi gusto niya talagang makapagpatunay na that last game was just off.
Ibang klase rin siyempre when nakikita ni LA Tenorio si Mike Cortez na nakabantay sa kanya. Naalala niya bigla yung naka-blue at green silang dalawa, no? Naglalabanan ng kolehiyo pa. That was the matchup back then. So it rekindles that fire under these guys. Sigurado yan.
May matchup yan eh. Kahit pa paano you get challenged in whoever you're matching up with.
Quick hands mula kay Mark Kagiwa. Kala ko sure 2 na yun dahil 2-on-1 ang numbers. But he taps that ball away and now allows his team to set up the defense as there are changes in the lineup. Arthur De La Cruz, the impressive rookie from San Beda, comes in for Blackwater para kay Real Cervantes.
You know, ang Blackwater, mahilig yan to go on a fast break, and Ginebra is actually good in defending those fast break attacks.
And there's a quick jumper mula kay Carlos Timosa. It doesn't find the mark. Ginebra, lamang ng 5. 4 minutes and 38 seconds remaining. First quarter action po tayo dito sa Super Bowl Sunday second game. Pass goes into Japet. Nakaposte. Pero hindi tumira agad and the referee says 3 seconds na Japet. Kanina ka pa nag-aantay dyan.
Yeah, Blackwater got lucky there because again, JP Aram allowed that flash in the middle. You cannot allow that flash. You have to stay high side and just force the lob. If he gets it, he gets it.
Cortez behind the back pass patungo kay MJ Ret. Ayun, unang basket ng import ng Blackwater. You know, there have been questions raised about MJ Ret dahil nga very young player pa ito. Raw, kitang-kita naman. Has hardly played abroad. The second stint pa lang yata niya dito after playing in Italy. And he has shown the ability to work hard. Pero parang yung diskarte niya, like the other imports, wala.
Well, Charlie, you know, you have 48 minutes here, and most of the time the imports play between 35 to 48 minutes per game. Yung challenge yun ni Japet, may ilang ka talaga. Look, even Mark Kagiwa is challenging MJ Red on defense.
MJ Red fortunate to get a call because upstairs there were two guys blocking that ball.
This is going to be an exciting matchup, Charlie. You have one team who will never hesitate to shoot even from half court, and you have one team who will try to shut you down on defense, just like what Ginebra is trying to do in this sequence.
And try to block all your shots. Kaya na pa talo na talo nitong dalawa, si Slaughter at si Greg to try to block the shots. Mintis ang unang free throw ni MJ Red. Punta muna natin si Riza.
Charlie, MJ Red is the youngest among all the imports this conference. He's only 23, he's coming off fresh from college. At ito lang kanyang pangalawang tour overseas. Ang sabi niya, this is by far the biggest stint that he has. He's aware that the NBA scouts are monitoring the imports performance here in the PBA. And so he says it's a good platform for him. Ang sabi niya, ang dami na niyang nakitang imports na nagpunta sa NBA D-League eventually and the NBA. So for him, helping out Blackwater in the process could also be helping him personally achieve his dreams. Charlie.
Thanks a lot, Riz. Nakita natin on that play, you know, playing good defense was Blackwater. Si MJ Red, I don't question yung defense ni MJ Red. Masipag talaga yan sa mga rebound. It was really the offense na napag-uusapan nga ng mga tao. And in fact, there were murmurs na baka palitan siya, but he's still there until now, helping this team out.
Yes, and gano'n naman talaga, halos day-to-day. That's why, you know, the job of an import is really no joke. Mike Cortez already with 7 points, making, as we say, pinag-usapan natin si MJ Red, making life for MJ Red a lot easier because of his contribution.
There's Jeffers, punta kay Japet. He likes that perimeter jumper. Ito si Japet, mid-range. Yan talaga forte niyan.
Charlie, ang dami ng flash in the middle so far. Most of the Ginebra baskets were coming from the weak side flash.
We expect to see more of that. It's working, di ba? Siyempre, pag umagana yung ginagawa mo, tuloy-tuloy yan. But here's a guy na talagang umaangat yung laro. We saw that in the latter stages ng Philippine Cup, Eric, na si Arthur De La Cruz tumaaf na nga ang kumpiyansa. And dito, parang nagiging playmaker pa nga siya in the half-court set.
Yun ang nakakabilib yung growth ni Arthur De La Cruz kasi nga, yung, of course, yung ama niya, nakalaban ko yun. And you know, he was a hard-nosed defender. This fellow is a great post player even in college. At kita mo dito, he resembles his father, who's definitely very hard-working with that putback a while ago.
And again, it's got to create from here. We got to push the ball a little harder. We're too slow against the zone. All right, we're setting up too much. All right, against the zone, because now we're getting up there too slow and I'm not trying to move the ball. So we got to push the ball a little harder, guys.
Noong pumasok si Mark Kagiwa sa liga, may laftimosang kalalabas pa lang. Ngayon naman, pwede natin sabihin palabas na si Mark Kagiwa, may bagong Laftimosa naman. And they all play the same position. And look at the numbers right now. You know, Laftimosa doing what Kagiwa used to do, 23 points a game.
Hey, Mark can actually burn you for 30 or even 44 in one night. I've seen Mark really go wild. You know, but this kid right here, etong si Carlo, he is really very explosive. And maganda sa kanya, hindi kanya talaga lulubayan. Kahit he's struggling, he will keep on taking shots because that's the only way to really get out of his slump.
Saka marunong na rin tumulong sa iba't ibang aspeto ng laro si Mark Kagiwa. Katulad ng mga ganyan, na you know, kick it out, set up other teammates. It's not all about scoring. And he recognizes, Eric, na hindi na siya yung main point talaga, o focal point ng opensa ng kanyang koponan.
Yung leadership ni Mark, yun yung hinahanap sa kanya. As you said, Charlie, he is the face of the team. So definitely his charisma. Para nung panahon ni Big J, di ba? Hindi nga masyado naglalaro si Big J, si Coach Jaworski. Pero dala-dala pa rin niya na pag sinabi mo Barangay Ginebra, it's always associated with the Living Legends.
Right now, ang bola na kay L.A. Tenorio. Nakadalawang trip na yan. Pero ito, bitin na bitin. Nakuha ni Poy Era mga rebound. Tumatakbo si Arthur De La Cruz. On the spin. Offensive foul ang tinawag. Warding off L.A. Tenorio.
Yun yung malino ni Art. Kasi nga, you have L.A. Tenorio is a quick point guard. And you're going coast to coast, you putting the ball on the floor. Unless you have great handles, you can dribble behind the back. Lusot dito, pero yeah, tutukan na. Nawala pa, hindi pa nakuha ni Otis Jeffers.
Ayun, Arthur naman na-atake. Nakita ang defender, open na open si Kulkat. Pinasa pa rin kay Bam. Good defense on the part of Joe Devance. Nice challenge.
interior defense and the help of Barangay Ginebra is impressive at this point. You know, you gotta take those jumpers if you're wide open.
Yung kay Jeffers a while ago, parang nagdalawang isip siya kung dadaktak ba niya o hindi, kaya nagbintis na lang yung kanyang layup. Here, the quick hands from Arthur de la Cruz, hindi na nakompleto, and yun na. Mike Cortez will pick this one up if he can. Finally, napulot niya. Parang matulas siya ang bola.
Ito, bata pa naman si Mike Cortez, parang hindi na yata makayuko.
Spins away from the defense, pero andun si Othius Jeffers. Arthur from 3. Knocks that one down.
That's what's impressive about him. He's got low post skills. He can also take you from the outside.
And he has incredibly quick hands sa depensa. He leads the league in steal. Tapos, yung passing ability rin. Ito si Arthur de la Cruz. You know, kausap natin si Art de la Cruz sa kanyang tatay. There's a desperation three to try to beat the buzzer. And you know, we know, he acknowledges wide talaga ang range ng anak niya as far as stats are concerned across the board talaga. So pagtapos ng ating first quarter, the Blackwater lead come back from being down early to take a 2-point lead. Babalik kami.